guys, we're back with our Chant of the Maldia deck. We're heading to the Sliver Hive. See if we can't get our, well, that is just an awful hand. Let's draw a new one there. That one's not as bad. I wish we were on the draw with it, but... Do we try it? Yeah, we'll try it. We need, like, land off the top. Or land would be okay as well. Just 2 lands in the next 3 turns. Not ideal, but... And now we've got first strike slivers to deal with. Awesome. And now we need land. Or land, explore land. Or explore land. Something like that. Ideally, it'd be land, explore land. But... I don't think this is going to work very well for us. Oh, there's the Explorer. Is it a land? Nope. Let's just restart this duel, because we're not going to win against an aggro deck. No, we shouldn't have kept that hand. We're not going to keep that one either. Wow. Bad hands. I'm playing 25 lands. Like, really? He plays first. We're on the draw. I can keep this one. It's worst case scenario, we can get a Scoop Mob right away. Or not. Now we no longer can get the Scoop Mob right away. It's unfortunate. Just a little bit. Like, you need to have some Llanowar Elves or Elvish Mystics. Oh, wow. Jerk. Being a big old jerk there. We got 2 turns to get a land. We should be okay. And then once we hit that, we should be able to do whatever we want, honestly. That's a bit unfortunate, though. He gets really big really fast. Hard Expedition gets a counter. Drop the Glade Heart. I mean, in all honesty, they're going to get rid of my... Of course, it does play Path. That could be really good for us. Wow. I mean, that at least makes it so that there's only one sliver that can attack this turn. I don't know why you would have done it that way. Like, you could have just made this guy huge and attacked with them and gotten in for 3 damage instead. And still had a sliver in your hand. I don't know. I don't know. Nope. Nothing there. That's unfortunate. That's a big old whiff. I don't know what it is about this deck. Like, I play so many lands. 25 is a lot. 25 should at least get you up to 5. Wow, that's a lot of damage. We're going to take that to the face. Real hard. And we're going to restart the duel because we don't draw lands with 25. We're going to keep that hand. I don't know why, but we're going to keep it. Again, we're on the draw. Scoop Mob. I think we're probably keeping this because of the Allah's Dust, but it doesn't hit the sliver tokens. Not that that's our biggest threat, the 1/1 colorless sliver tokens, but... Let's see what we draw. That's good. I like this. I like the way this is looking right now. I should have attacked for 1, but if it comes to the point where we're fighting over 1 life, then... very slow sliver deck. Let's start gaining some life then. I do wish to use that ability. Probably would have been better to play the other guy and start getting the Scoop Mob bigger, but in all honesty, that would have been the right play. Of course, he might also be the right play. There's quite a chance that he is the right play because the slivers are just big old pains in the butt. There we go. Now we're up to 24. And it seems to be mana stalled. Take 2 because we're just going to keep gaining life. Like, this is the deck that you don't want to Path to Exile anything in. Like, absolutely do not want to Path to Exile anything. There we go. Gaining a whole bunch of life. We've got this game easy. Oh, can't wait for all the promo cards to come out so that I can do another deck video for all the decks. Actually need to discard a creature card, search your library for a creature card. Reveal it up in your hand, shuffle your library. We draw a land, we can put the Conscript on the Scoop Mob and win. If not, we'll draw the Pelecaworm. And we'll be at 33 life. Attack. Rawr, Scoop Mob. Scoop Mob angry. Like, see, this is the scenario that you're at. You're like, you Path to Exile me, and I go up to 8 lands, and I put the Conscript out. You don't Path to Exile me, and that Scoop Mob just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Oh, discarding that sliver to bring in this sliver. That's a good plan. I like that. I don't think I like this card though, because it doesn't actually get you advantage. It just card preference. 8. Yes, I wish to use that ability. Let's put the Conscript on the Scoop Mob, and the Scoop Mob will win the game. That's such a big Scoop Mob. Such a big Scoop Mob. Oh, wow. Let's go to the next one. Terastodon. Revenge Campaign. Krufa. Let's play against Krufa. The Jund Bastard. Of course, I can't say Jund Bastard anymore. I played Jund over the weekend. Draw a new hand. Now, at the time that I'm recording this, it's kind of an original deck idea. I saw it online. It revolves around Renegade Crassus, Xavier the Blood Witch, and the Colonian Hydra. It's a lot of fun, and if you just get those 3 cards, you win the game. If you can ramp up, you go turn 1 Mana Dude, turn 2 Crassus, turn 3 the Blood Witch Unleashed, and then she evolves the Crassus and the and then evolves herself because of the Crassus. So she's 5, and you swing for 5, and then 4 is 9, and then you drop the Hydra, and the Hydra evolves everybody again. Does really stupid things to everybody involved. It's a lot of fun. It was a very enjoyable deck. I made some very serious mistakes when I built it, though. Like, I wanted to play 6 mana dorks so that I could get up there, and ended up cutting down to like 23 lands because I wanted it to be more aggressive, and that was not the right play at all. So that hurt me exceptionally, or extremely, very much. Um, so that was just a big old mistake on my part. Um, and yeah. Now, like looking at this deck, I would not play Plow Under simply because it is the biggest, biggest FU to somebody ever. Like, it is just such a jerk move. Like, if I were to Plow Under this turn, like, that's just such a jerk move, if you ask me. Well, Scooty Scoot Mob. Shiggity Swamp Scoot Mob. It's just, it's such a jerk move. Like, I remember it back in the day. Just plowing under someone and being like, oh, you're drawing lands for the next 2 turns. Have fun. Just such a jerk move. Are you going to play anything, Karufa? You can drop like a Broodmate this turn. Are you going to do that? Maelstrom Pulse. Okay, I can see that. It's a good play. And then you're going to Blightning me, because that's what Jund does. Maelstrom Pulse Blightning. Come on. Let's do that. Play the Scooty Scoot Mob. Do I explore or do I Vengevine? I think we Vengevine. Here. We attack with the Vengevine because Vengevines are scary. Such a good 4-drop. Such a good 4-drop. But no, the deck had some very serious issues with it, and when I went to play, I hadn't really got a chance to test it. So, no. Banefire for 1. Okay. You Banefired it. Pretty sure I'm okay with that. Like, here's the thing, is we can remove 2 of his lands if we do this. Thalids, really? Like, why is John playing Thalids? Okay. You plow you under. You have forest. Let's get rid of the swamp there and that swamp. Well, I didn't get rid of the swamp, I got rid of the forest apparently, but that's okay. And now he shuffled away the other one, which is awesome. That's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to make him shuffle away all of his stuff, but flying is being each cup keep put a 1/1 red green dragon creature token flying and devour 2 onto the battlefield. Seems good. Each upkeep. Well, that's just being mean. Let's play the Farhaven Elf and actually get a land into the field. And then hopefully we'll see land on top. There we go. And then we can drop the Peleka Worm next turn. But by that time we're going to have some dragons trying to eat each other. Wow, that's gonna hurt. That is a 5-1. That is a 5-1. Let's drop the Peleka Worm. I don't know why that happened. Why did you just devour the other dragon? Um... Attack. Then we get to draw a card. See what's on top. Now we should still be able to cast it after this. Play the land. Then all is dust. Because we need to. Then I can probably, more than likely, get 2 creatures out next turn. We should be okay. Awesome. Let's Summoning Trap and see if we can't hit. Do I have anything that I really care about returning? The worm? Or I can get this guy out. Let's do that. Because that gets me 2. Oh, if you cast it, when you cast it, not, this doesn't cast it, it just puts it into play. Weird. We'll have to remember that in the future. The Peleka Worm would have definitely been the better choice. Because at least if the Peleka Worm dies, we get a 2-for-1. Or the Avenger would have been the better choice, because that's like an 18,000 for 1. Let's do that. Grab a land. Green Sun for 6. Get a... Do I want a Vigor? Or, yeah, we'll grab a Vigor. Yep, I'm gonna say Putrefy's gonna... Oh, what is this? Really? Cool. What a worthless card. Like, obviously it's a nifty combat trick, but really. I guess it saved him a turn, but that's just a turn. I like how none of the major Eldrathis are in this because they're just so broken. And to be able to be like, oh, I want to search up an Emrakul. Like, I don't think Kozilek would have been overpowered. I mean, no more than the other ones. Such a worthless card there. Yeah, I think we'll call it there, and we'll be back for the next 2 in just a moment. See you guys in a bit.